Okay, the Memphis contingent is on its way. For the Tigers, we'll have Coach Penny Hardaway, senior Kevin Davenport, and junior Isaiah Maurice. If I pronounced that right. Yeah. BJ Taylor for the good guys, yeah. Memphis advances to Saturday's semifinal round. The Tigers will face top-seeded Houston at 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern on ESPN2. The only meeting this season, Houston won a 90-77 decision in Houston on January 6th. Tomorrow's game will be the first time that the teams will have met in the American Championship. Memphis making its third appearance in the semifinal round of the tournament. The Tigers are 1-1 in their previous semifinal games. Fell to Cincinnati last season and got past Tulane in the 2016 tournament. With today's win, Memphis has won 4 of its last 5 games in the American Championship and is 6-5 all-time in the tournament. Number 5 seeds in the tournament, as Memphis is this year, are 7-4 all-time. Memphis has 8 of those games. They're 4-4 as the number 5 seed. UConn won the tournament as the number 5 seed in 2016. And Tigers now improve to 16-1 all-time against UCF in games played in the city of Memphis. UCF falls to 3-6 all-time in the American Championship. Knights 1-2 as the number 4 seed in the tournament. Okay, Memphis is here, joined by Coach Penny Hardaway, senior Kevin Davenport, junior Isaiah Maurice. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions from the media. Coach, your thoughts on the game, please.
Yeah, unbelievable game for us. Anytime you play a team 3 times in one season, we split the regular season, and both teams know each other well, and it just comes down to will, making shots, and making game-winning plays. And our team did that for the entire game, and I'm proud of them. There was a timely game that we need. Of course, it's win or go home, but it's timely and it's appropriate because these guys have been working their butts off all year. It's been continuing to get better as the season has gone on, and all that hard work is paying off now.
We'll take questions. Begin over here with Terry.
Terry Davis, Tri-State Defender. Penny, mid-season you instituted the hustle board. How do you count all the hustle plays you had today with all the people diving on the floor and all that going forward?
Well, that just fits the eye test. You don't even have to go to the hustle board for that one. Honestly, just doing whatever it takes and playing desperate is where we are right now. I mean, we know the road that we have to take, and we understand that every possession counts, and we're out there playing like it now.
Look over here in front, please.
Yeah, Isaac Simpson from Rivals Tiger Sports Report. Talk about the energy that the crowd brought today. I thought they were tremendous. How much of a pick-me-up was that for you guys?
It was huge for us because our crowd understands that we need the energy. They understand that the situation that we're in, and they're going to do their part, and they've done their part all year of letting us know that they have our backs and that they want to support us and help us win, and they're doing that.
Here in front, please.
Anthony Robinson with WeDon'tBluff.net. Which coach scouted this game, and is that the same coach that scouted the game the previous time?
Yeah, Coach Miller. Mike Miller was the scout on this game, and he was the scout for the other 2 games. And he's done a phenomenal job all year on giving the game plan and having the kids understand what's going to happen, how we stop it, what to look for, play calls, everything. He phenomenal job by Coach Miller all year on the scout on UCF.
Go right back over here, please.
Penny, the momentum seemed to shift after that first timeout you called, and that's when Isaiah came out and kind of got in his bag and just never stopped from then on. Was there anything you said in particular to him, or is that just kind of where it took off? And same question for Isaiah.
No, just to the huddle. It's basically like, we can't get complacent. We understand what this team could do. They can strike fast. They got really good players, and we couldn't get complacent, and we had to keep attacking them, and we had to make shots. We were doing a good enough job defensively. Felt like we had to make shots to push away, and that's what happened.
Go here. Sorry.
Talked about you making shots.
Yep. Go right ahead. Let Isaiah answer the question.
My main focus was just come in and produce. We played this team twice before, and my main focus was not to make the same mistakes that I did. So just go out there and make shots. I know how Taco's going to play me, and just maneuver off how he plays me pretty much.
Go to the back.
Doc Holliday, ABC 24. This is for Coach Hardaway, then Kevin. Coach, I always say, everybody says, when Kevin plays with intensity, man, and plays like he plays today, you all are hard to beat. Do you feel the same way? And then after Coach answers, Kevin, man, just talk about your attitude coming into today's game.
Yeah, I've stated before. He was having like what Peso did in February, points-wise, he did in December, November, December, honestly, with his play. He played big. And I said at that point there was no small forward, power forward, whatever in the country that could stop him. When he makes his mind up to go and he's knocking his jumper down, he's almost impossible to guard. It just is what it is. And I put a lot of pressure on him, and I've challenged him publicly a lot. But, he's taking the challenge for this tournament. He's showing up at the right time for us. This is the time we need him to show up.
We're going to go over here, please.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
I knew we had to come in and stay focused and get after them early. And we couldn't let them get off to a huge start, even though they got off to a good start. But we knew we had to keep fighting the whole time. We had to put them away early. We knew if we got up that they were going to fold. They struggled to score, and we was just staying solid and making them shoot over us the whole time. And I thought we did a pretty good job. They only had one guy in double figures. So congrats to the team for playing good defense this game.
Coach, you talked about
Yep.
Jeremiah Martin a little bit and what he did in February. With the way the front court's played in these past 2 tournament games, what does that mean going forward, especially with really getting Isaiah involved today?
Yeah, it's there for both of these guys. Both these guys are extremely talented. Isaiah, to me, is the best 5, one of the best 5s in our conference. He just hadn't been able to get his game out. Him and Mike are 2 totally different guys. Mike is a pounder, and he's more of a skill player, and he hadn't been able to get that talent out. At Cincinnati, he did. And today, of course, is his best game of the year, and that's always on time when you're playing well during tournament time. And these two guys playing like this, Jeremiah hasn't had a great scoring game, but he's gotten to the free throw line. He's made winning plays, which is even better. So we get Kareem, Jeremiah, and these two guys, continuing to play the way they're playing. It's gonna be tough to stop us.
This is for Isaiah. We saw shimmy, and we saw you play a guitar a little bit today. Were you kind of embellishing the matchup with Taco Fall, or was it just like in the heat of the moment?
I was just in the moment. I do those things. Keep myself going. It's confidence raiser for me. I'm just having fun out there. That's my main focus. Go out there and play the game like I know how to. So.
Stay there. This is for Coach Hardaway. Is this the toughness you've been looking for?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been playing tough for ever since the South Florida game. Ever since we've ended that game, we've actually been playing way tougher. We made our little pact at that point going to ECU that we weren't going to allow anybody to get up on us that big anymore, that we were going to fight to the finish. And from that point forward, everybody kind of drew the line in the sand and say, okay, that's it. We're not going out like we did at Temple, at Tulsa, and at South Florida. So at that point, but this is definitely the toughness carried over, and it hasn't stopped. So the team is playing much tougher.
Back down in front, please.
Coaches, and Kevin first, then Coach. It seemed like the team finally followed the game plan from the beginning to the end. Is it something that, when did that click to get them to stop varying from the game plan?
You can go first.
We just knew the only way that we're going to win is to follow by the game plan, and if we don't, we know we go home. So we just got to keep following the game plan because, honestly, that's what's helping us win, and that's what's helping us get wins like this and helping us know how to play everybody we play in the conference and how to play a certain player, and it's helping us out a lot. So we got to keep following the game plan and just do what we do, and it's going to result to a win.
I think it's been a maturation process from all the guys because they wanted to be individuals early, and they thought that they could just go out there and just do it on their own without the game plan, and that kind of bit us in the butt. That's why we have 12 losses. But as the season is going on, you can just tell when we just put our foot down and just start playing tougher, everybody started buying more into it. And I just said, if we buy into this, we're going to win games. And I said that going into ECU, and that's what's happened. They're starting to buy in from that point with the game plan all the way through. We made some mental mistakes in some games, but for the most part, we're sticking to the game plan.
Go back to Terry over here.
Coach, how quickly do you hit the reset button? Because Houston is a totally different team than you playing here, and how do you prepare for them going forward?
We hit the reset button as soon as we leave here. Honestly, we want to really enjoy this. The guys deserve to enjoy this. But as soon as we leave this arena, we're right back into the mode of, we got Houston, and we understand that's a beast. They've earned everything that they've gotten, the best record in our league, first place, the top coach. He got the award for, the coach in our conference. So, I mean, we know what it is, but as soon as we leave here, we focus on them. And it is a totally different game because they are relentless, and we understand that.
Take one right here.
Did you hear the fans chanting your name as you walked off the floor? You stopped and said hi, and you shook a couple hands. What did that mean to you to get that attention, and did you hear them, and what would that mean to you?
It was a special moment for me, obviously, but I want to keep that going, carrying into next year. I want to have that moment again, so that's pretty much it.
I'm going to take one more from over here.
Hey guys, Tev Shakir from iHeartMedia and the Let's Be Real podcast. I want to know from all three of you if there were any songs in particular that helped you get into the game over for today.
Nah, not really. I listen to everything, and we was listening to a lot of stuff in the locker room, but we listen to everything, so it's not no particular song for me.
Yeah, I don't have any particular songs that get me hyped up before the game, but I just listen to whatever my teammates listen to. We get pumped up the same music, so.
Me, I'm going to do something Memphis, whether it's Yo Gotti or something. It's just we're at home. Got to get that feel, honestly, just all Memphis right now.
Memphis, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joined by UCF head coach Johnny Dawkins and senior guard B.J. Taylor. We'll begin with opening statement for Coach, then we'll open up to questions for Coach and B.J.
Well, you have to give Memphis a lot of credit. I thought they played with a sense of purpose. We ran into a buzzsaw. I thought their guys really played well. They beat us in most areas of the game today. I look at all the stat sheet, and I look at the different areas, and they outperformed us in each one of them. And disappointed with our guys and how we played, but I give them a lot of credit because they played with, like I said, a sense of purpose, with a sense of desperation, and it showed. They won the 50-50 balls. They beat us, offensive rebounding. They were able to get extra shots. They turned us over, and they played real well tonight.
We'll take questions for Coach and BJ. Down here in front, Brian. Right here first.
Coach, just coming out of the halftime, down 10 in the second half, it just seemed like they were able to take the energy to another level and got on the boards a lot, got offensive boards a lot. Why weren't you able to match that?
Well, we have to be better. I think you give them credit because they were very active, and sometimes the ball bounces funny anyway. The ball takes some interesting bounces, and it may bounce closer to a player than other times. And so I think some balls bounce in areas where they were able to grab them a little faster than we were. But the main thing is they were coming to the boards quite a bit. And that's something we've done a good job most of the season is keeping guys off the boards, giving up second and third shot attempts. But tonight just was not a night for that. I thought they made a concerted effort to get in there. Some balls fell their way, which always helps. And we have to do a better job.
BJ, how did that crowd play the difference? It was almost deafening at times. Could you guys hear each other on the court?
Oh, yeah, we could. We knew coming into this game that, it was going to be like a home game for them in their building. So like Coach said, you got to give them a lot of credit for the energy that their players played with on the floor. They played hard the entire night, so you just give them credit.
A loss like that heading into possibly the NCAA tournament, do you still think you're comfortably in the NCAA tournament, or do you think possibility for NIT?
Well, that decision is going to be made by people on Sunday. I don't really pay attention to all of that. All we do is go out and try to win games and put ourselves in the best position to play in the postseason. We'll see what happens, but I think we've had a very, very good season. I think we've proven that we've won in hostile environments. We've beaten top 25 teams. And we finished in third place, tied for third in our conference. That's a very good conference. So just thinking about all the things that we did well, I think that we've had a very good year.
Back down to Brian.
For BJ, you were kind of here in the same situation last year, losing in the quarters, but I wonder if this feels a little different because you probably do know that you have more basketball to play after this.
Losing never feels good in any situation. So in terms of the game, we came to this with a 1-0 mentality for us. We weren't looking ahead to what's after this, so it hurts. It hurts a lot to lose a game like this. We wanted to leave here with a championship, and, we didn't achieve that goal. So, this loss, it hurts a lot.
Aubrey really struggled to coach. Just talk about maybe something you saw from their defense, or just one of those days where he just wasn't getting the shots to fall.
Well, no, he's going to make shots, and he's going to have nights where he misses them. That goes along with being a shooter. And it was a tough night for him. I thought they did a good job. They stayed with him, pretty much everywhere he was on the floor. So it made a lot of his catches difficult, and put him in position where he didn't get the looks that he normally gets. And like I said, you just give them credit for staying locked in and focused on him for the period of time they guarded him.
BJ, what does this team need to do over the next week to prepare for what's next?
We need to remember this pain from this game. We got to keep this pain. You can't just forget about it. But we do have more basketball ahead of us. But we got to remember what happened out here tonight, and we got to use this to push us going forward.
Any final questions?